like cancer, we were. But the line moves, fire like moves, carry my tools. If you get in my fire, if you get in my fire, so what you telling me now? Who's that girl? Who's that girl? What's poppin'? That girl is no stopping. What's poppin'? All day, every day. You talk, they wanna know.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mambo VP, how are you guys doing? 14 minutes past the top of the hour, past 5 p.m. Welcome to the Rythm Scoop Show, Arts, Entertainment, and Culture. We get to do this every Monday and Friday. Maybe a little bit earlier, but we say better late than never. How was your weekend? Karibuni, and of course a lot of entertainment and news in store for you. So keep it locked and definitely let us know your perspectives about the conversations we have for you. They call me Asset with the Money Plans, or you can call me Shmani, nice and easy. I'm your captain every Monday. And of course I'm also joined by Kamlesh, Joby, and of course
Welcome people, good afternoon, grand rising. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. Wishing you a beautiful week ahead. And welcome to another beautiful show of the Rythm Scoop Show. Arts, entertainment, and culture is what we're doing. My name is Joby. Enjoy.
Buenos noches, beautiful people. How are we doing? Welcome to Rythm Scoop. I hope your Monday is Monday. I hope you had a fabulous, fun, productive weekend. And it's another week to be celebrated. Let's do it.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Gambish, man. Welcome to the #1 radio station with the best conversations and the best music.
He's back.
Welcome back.
And alive.
I know.
Yes.
Man, he was dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
she saw me
kicking.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
And you made it to the event.
Welcome back, Kamlesh. We missed you.
Yeah, we did.
how
miss
are
your
you guys?
Good.
How are you, Kamlesh?
Alive, man.
Yeah?
Alive. Miliona Baba.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you went and saw him? Even in there.
Trust me.
Oh,
Miliona
I
Baba.
thought you did do like Nyayo Stadium.
Oh, yeah, Leona Baba, like.
Kaongea.
Okay.
Akaniambia it was not my time.
Okay.
Akaniambia Ruto bado yuko.
Yeah.
Bado mapambano. Acha tupambane. But how have you guys been? You were missed though.
Yeah,
You
we
were
missed
missed,
you
son.
too. Me too.
Yes.
Been good. Personally, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Can't complain. Yeah.
You're not looking nice.
Thank
Thank you.
I feel underdressed.
Yes, you
You're
are.
always.
Always underdressed. But it's okay.
I'm not saying that goddamn thing.
You're okay. You're smart. It's
I mean,
fine.
it's just you.
I feel safe. Yeah. Mbona na attack? Yeah. But you all look nice.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
I told you, you look
Because-
amazing.
Thank you.
Do you have a wedding to go to after this?
I think I should.
Yeah,
Go
like,
for a dinner or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, by the way, when your guy tells you he's
You got
taking
heels
you
on or
out,
flash shoes on?
Yeah, I have flashes on. Yes.
Okay, that can do still for dinner.
Yes.
when your guy tells you he's
Fine,
taking you
dinner.
out for dinner,
Mm.
okay,
Yeah.
see sweatpants,
Guy, how did you
see trouser to jeans.
That happens.
You can still wear some jeans and heels.
No.
You look nice.
Ona, ukivaa jeans unapelekwa pale hivyo fries. Sasa
Grab and go.
grab and go.
Yeah.
Ukivaa hivi fogo gaucho. You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nice
Yeah.
to have you
You all
back.
look amazing,
Thank you
man.
so
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yeah, acha nitaacha kuangusha, nitaanza kuvaa mataksido.
Come on.
We will want our Kamlesh back. Literally.
These are the one with tuxedo.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. But of course, Karibuni, welcome amazing people. We're going to take a short musical break. Coming back with our quotes of the day. And of course, coming back with how we have been. How was our weekend? Let us know how your weekend was. But this is, of course, Mr. Frank White. And the song is called Georgia.
I need a girl like Georgia. Maxi to say check it and the patrol. I need somebody quite Georgia. Best believe kila kitu meza ngoja. I need a girl like Georgia. Maxi to say check it and the patrol. I need money na drop. Best believe kila kitu inaweza ngoja. I need a girl like Georgia. Massive dress na check it amedi kwa top. I need some money na drop. Best believe kila kitu inaweza ngoja. To be honest, me I like that belly, fat bunda, soft and jelly. Me a bad like jelly. There's a John here room come and Tom and Jerry. You got a nice body, Daniel is a great. Sema wala yo my ride or right. There's a say jig with the tukisikiza ngate right. Zinanichocha neza speak ake right. Makedo na chami yondo kitu mina dabi. Naka inaweza uneza squeeze nedo guys. Bila choke, wangari matai neza pan.
My quote says, today is a new day. Even if you were wrong yesterday, you can get it right today. Have an amazing week ahead.
Mine is wishing you a beautiful week ahead. Stay positive always and dream and keep on dreaming big. You got it. Period.
Amazing. I have two, kind of long, but they mean something. Spend money on quality items instead of wasting your money to keep buying cheap things that spoil after 2 or 3 uses. Invest in quality stuff. Quality lasts and it saves you money in the long run. Buy once, cry once. At least you know you'll use it for a long time. And another one is celebrating yourself. Stop waiting for your birthdays or the end of the year to just do that. Did you meet a deadline? Cook the perfect pot of soup. Make a certain amount of money. Pay off a debt. Celebrate it. And yes, buy yourself flowers too.
Period.
Yeah, mine is simple. Health is wealth.
Mondays in meeting.
Yes.
You remind them
Yeah.
Remind
from
yourself.
Kaguru.
Health is wealth.
From Kaguru.
Absolutely.
No, who's Kaguru?
Now Joby should flex.
Shit, I'm flexing like on. Anajua. Hey, I'm not even giving him a second to breathe.
Kifua biscuit.
Pesa kukari na chikadai hata kama tumekari na fikadai. Pesa kukari na chikadai hata kama tumekari na
Kifua tissue. Unasema
I need a girl like Georgia.
Me and you same. Come on, dear.
Maxi dress na check it amedi kwa Georgia. And I need some money na drop. Best believe kila kitu inaweza ngoja. I need a girl like Georgia. Maxi dress na check it amedi kwa Georgia. And I need some money na drop. Best believe kila kitu inaweza ngoja. Kwenda wale na soja mia wale kikutana kutanga mara moja na fuka tuja sina masaa kutupanda za kumwona tumbo nikisema ngoja kifurikuta bila kupoteza muda kwa nini ukinicheki unataka kujisunda ulicheza saba nipa ukicheza suki niona na yako na niakia kikelele akule them is bad them is not uje show but it's very light everybody like just big fast kama hiyo pepe na wahepa everything we make it look easy let's say fun even better I need a girl like Georgia Maxi dress and take it amedi kwa Georgia and I need some money na drop best believe kila kitu inaweza ngoja I need a girl like Georgia Maxi dress and take it amedi kwa Georgia and I need some money na drop best believe kila kitu inaweza ngoja.
Yes, welcome back. That was the one and only Mr. Frank White, Devion, and of course Uncle Jing Jong with Georgia Smith. 22 minutes past 5 p.m. How was your weekend? Welcome to the Rhythm Scoop Show. Of course, they call me SH with the Mom Plans. I'm your captain this evening. And of course, I have Joby, Kamlesh, and Iwaton. One more time, how are you guys doing?
I'm great.
Mhm.
Can't complain.
How was your weekend?
Mine was okay. Saturday, shout out to everyone who came through for us. To the Black of Fire Network listeners, we appreciate for those who sent their donation. Thank you so much. You made it possible. Literally, shout out to Mr. Black of Fire as well. We had such an amazing time. Yeah, met some amazing kids. Almost adopted one. Shout out to Prince. Such a cute boy. Oh my God, it's giving baby fever. Like for real, those kids
Shout
will
out
give
to
you baby
Wangiti,
fever. Oh my God. But anyway, we had such an amazing time. We ate some amazing food. Yeah, we have amazing footages coming, literally. So thank you so much to those who made it possible. Also to the Black Kings and Queens team. They made it also possible. We appreciate you guys. Yeah.
Kamlesh, how have you been?
Yeah.
Your weekend and everything.
On Saturday nilienda kuona Mwangi. Karibu
How
adopt.
themselves?
Karibu to adopt Mwangi.
Man, you're so cute.
met so many lovely kids.
Yeah.
So many. Like to a point where you almost feel bad.
Oh, man, you
That-
wonder how did they end up there?
Yeah, like so many kids.
Are they orphans?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was amazing. I wasn't as energetic as I wish I could have been.
Kamlesh was dying. He was looking like a zombie. Like,
But I think that day was a part of my starting my recovery.
yeah.
Hiyo kukua nje, interacting with people, and then those kids they just inject energy into you.
Literally.
Like hata ka utaki, hadi nikipata nimecheza ball kidogo. It was fun. Then went home, died a bit. Then died on Sunday. Got resurrected by Manchester. Yeah, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
And my last week was wow. Yeah, but had a great weekend.
Yeah.
In that perspective.
Okay.
Yeah. How was your weekend though?
How
Before
was
that,
that?
how did that experience make you guys feel? And also, what did you take from that?
Number one, personally, I was filled with joy because we got there, then we're told we can't film, we can't take pictures. So my mood first got really chilly, like I felt kind of low. Then in the middle of just doing everything, like just looking at the kids getting their hair shaved, then also like kids are so easily forgetful. So I remember like shout out to Ella. Ella was trying to handle them in a rough way, and even Sankara, like not really rough, but ile unataka kuwa commanding, no, unataka kuwa mkali ndo akusikize. Then I was like, nah, you don't handle kids like that, because personally I think because of having so many siblings and also being responsible for my brother, being able to understand how to handle kids' emotion without being attackive and with also being commanding. You know, there's a tone you set.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to sound harsh, but it's harsh and they'll understand.
Yeah.
So trying to arrange the kids, put them in line. The girls were getting their hair done, blow dry, and some lines, zashule. All the boys were shaved. I also learned how to shave, by the way. That is something else I picked from that. I learned how to do hair. Like, so please, bring your mullah, you know. But yeah, I was filled with joy personally because I've never been in such a space. Remember the last time I went to, not really a charity, but to visit a group of, I'd say, isolated place.
Okay.
Does it sound okay or it's bad?
And so, where the community or
No,
individuals?
not with kids, but with adults. Was in prison.
Oh,
Okay.
prison.
Was in prison, and I really felt so bad. I was crying because I was triggered with the same thing I think you guys were talking about. How is such beautiful ladies who end up at Ajay. Like for me, I was really triggered, and I ended up like being in a hard space by being there. But eventually I coped. But with kids, they did my hair. If you see my hair, like they did my hair. Yeah, shout out to Tasha, shout out to Janet. I literally such amazing cute babies. And then shout out to also the place that literally gave us that chance. Eventually they received us very well because at first after telling us we can't film, we can't whatever, the departure was just super amazing. The kids sang for us.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was so amazing.
Aw.
Introducing yourself.
Yeah.
It was such an amazing time, and we had such a great amazing moment. For me, I learned how to shave. I was left with joy, literally filled with joy, and almost adopted Prince, man. Such a cute boy. I am not over that child. Like he's so cute. You just wonder how did they end up there, like. But
It's
yeah.
always so tough.
Yeah, shout out to the organization. It's very well organized actually, because they have walikuwa tuambia hapo ndo wao watoto wanalalanga, like that's their home. Wakifunga shule ni hapo, wakifungua shule ni hapo. So their school fees is paid outside the school. They go to other schools like to study there.
Oh, they're not in that school.
No.
It's not a school.
It's a home.
It's like a home care,
Okay.
but shule imelipwa like places zingine.
Okay.
So wanaenda shule, wakirudi
Wakirudi
that's their home. That's everything. Those are their mothers. Because of course, teacher, teacher. Like I'm like, I don't want you to call me teacher, but okay, if that's how you guys are raised to respect adults, then it's really good. Yes, I had a really good time personally. Yeah, Sunday was just chilled because of it was such a tiresome moment too, because of shaving is not also easy.
Yeah.
That is one thing I think I
For
learned.
real?
Shaving is not easy because the bending where you have to kupiga makat sijui unachoka mgongo kaa kitu ingine, and then also handling kids wadogo wanalia kitu inaenda huku,
I know.
you know. And also we had people with disability as well, adults, children.
They're also in the orphanage.
Yeah, like adults, women, big women, like men,
Mwenye alinianda chakula.
children. Ule mwenye alivunja sahani.
Kuna huyo, kuna ule mwingine mwenye alikuwa amevaa red mwenye alikuja akachukua chakula.
Si ndio huyo?
Ni mwingine.
Oh,
Hapo ni
shit.
kadogo. Huyo alikuwa mbigi, alikuwa anakuja amesimama.
Man,
So
such a
me
good
I'm like,
space.
you can see she wants food, so I just gave her the food.
Like it gives you the
Yeah.
unataka kurudi
Yeah.
tu hapo, you just chill with them.
And then the
Just
singing.
you just waangalie tu,
Beautiful
cheze na
voices.
wao. You know, they just admire you, they're looking at you. They don't know lashes na shangazi ni nini.
Yeah.
You umeka lipstick mingi.
Yeah.
Sha umeka lipstick more
Yeah.
people like men.
Yeah.
Just that you kids are not really that much exposed
Yeah.
to things, so this would look as well, of course, too much.
Yeah.
What are these? Are these stick-ons?
Yeah.
You know, I gave away my bangles. You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy, but yeah, it's such an amazing time.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
Very.
Like personally, it energized me so much, but also it was a bit sad as well.
Yeah.
As a parent, personally, to see like so many beautiful kids, and then they're like 2, 3 years old, even less. Nambio yako baby class, wengine
Hadi wadogo.
wadogo kabisa, like wakushikwa, and like so many beautiful kids. And you also appreciate that there are people who wamejitolea to that extent to take care of these people, of these kids, especially as well as the disabled people, because it's not easy taking care of disabled adults and kids as well, especially when it's siatini kilema, it's more mental,
Mental, physical.
yeah, so unapata like it takes a lot for these people. You can see
To have such a heart.
the heart and the way they interact with these kids. These kids love them, okay, and these kids
Wow.
respect them,
Yep.
and they treat them as their own. And it was such a beautiful experience. It energized me so much. It's when you think your life is hard, trust me, there is somebody going through something much more difficult than you are. And I asked myself, like, because I've raised kids, right? I'm still raising kids, and you can see kuna utoto wa wana.
Okay.
You get like they are a bit mature
For their age.
for their age, and you wonder what they think when they are alone. You know.
No, I was thinking about that for like
when they're
wow.
alone, what do they think
No,
about?
it's
Do they
yeah.
wonder about?
Maybe if you're at that age when it happened early, but if you're young, I think you just see the people there as family.
I don't disagree with that, but
That's just the point.
yeah, it's not contentious. What I'm saying is like you can see the maturity
Okay, got it.
in these kids. Hata wakiwa wadogo, like they understand that they have to be responsible. They have to. Hawana utoto, but wako na utoto.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah, I get
Kuna ile kids are kids.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful
Washazoea kupigana.
Yeah.
Au mwingine akilia, it's none of their business, atanyamaza tu.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy because at that moment me I was trying to like shut so many kids, like wamechapa huyu because they're handling my hair. Niko like okay, mwingine amepiga mwingine ngumi, shout to Ogola. Hey, Ogola, remember Ogola? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's crazy. It was such a big. Why? It's
It's
just so
in his
crazy.
blood.
Like Anaka Mola. Anaka, you see the name. Anaka
Yeah.
the hair.
What do you mean the head?
Anakaa hivyo like for real. Anakaa shona ule mtoto anakwanga akili alafu anacheka. I think
Yes.
siku ni huo mtu huyu. Siku ni yeye alikuwa na trend. Do I saw that video? Anacheka analia alafu anaanza kucheka. Hivyo. Ni yeye. Mimi nashukuru ni yeye.
Yeah, but it was so beautiful,
gosh.
man. And I just can't get over the singing. They had such beautiful voices.
Yeah.
Like Adi Karibu niwaambie they should form a choir.
Yeah.
Okay.
They always
And
have choirs and dance
and-
groups.
and
right?
compete like in national whatever's or these competitions choir like whatever, like they were singing beautifully.
Their favorite song is Donja Mabera.
They
Nice.
sang Donjo Maber
From start.
from start to finish.
Yeah.
No way.
From
Yeah.
start to finish.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You imagine that? Like, wow.
That's interesting.
But it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then the way they're all over you, they're hugging you.
What do happen?
Yeah,
You
like
feel love,
anakuja.
yani, and you express the love back to you, and you just chill to let them do what they want to you.
Yeah.
Shike mapua, isn't
Yeah.
And they're so
Ukimvalisha
curious.
glasses, that is so exciting to them. I drink sunglasses. I was really
Yeah.
shocked. Unakiwa unafurahi.
Yeah.
Like wow.
The kids.
It was so beautiful.
Perfume, like I literally almost gave away most of my
Everything
things.
you went
Nini
with.
nini shika. Acha niwaeke nyinyi wote basi.
Yeah.
Juu kike mmoja mwingine anajaa.
Mbona hujamwekea?
It was such an amazing
Mwangi
experience.
akakula mabuyu zangu.
Such a cute boy.
He was so amazing. And then the way Mwangi can express himself.
Machua.
Yo.
Unashangaa ni
Nikatoto
boy.
kadogo.
Ni kadogo, literally anatushona hivi. Okay.
No, that is okay. Explain hivi anakaa like from chini.
No, like hivi from him corner to him corner.
Yeah.
This is Mwangi.
Okay.
Sawa. But expression ni hivi.
Yeah.
Sawa, like
Yeah.
and it's well constructed sentences. Si ati ni no.
Yeah.
Listen. Nataka hivi. Sitaki hivi, sitaki
Uh-huh.
kunyolewa.
Yeah.
Sitaki hivi.
Also.
Ili twende hivi.
Yeah.
He was such an amazing. And then he's not loud either. Ni akikuzoea.
Okay.
Sawa,
Yeah.
he's quiet.
Yeah.
Si ati ukizoea
Yeah.
anakwambia. So tumekaa hapo Mwangi ananiambia bwana kwa ofisi wameleta switi. Kwa like unataka kuendea? Kaambia enda kupatie switi. Wapi? Mwangi akakaa. Mimi natoa hivi mabuyu. Ananiambia hivi mabuyu.
Yeah.
Tunakula tuna yeye hapa.
Yeah.
It was such an amazing day.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I was dying.
You survived though.
I survived. Yeah,
I feel like such inakuanga like energy and
It gave me so
motivation,
much
literally, yeah, 'cause
you know what I told myself today? Because when I woke up, see, I was feeling.
so strong and all
Yeah.
that.
But I was like, what will Mwangi do?
Yeah.
Mwangi will show up. Bwana.
Exactly,
And I
yeah.
was like, show up, man.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How was you guys with him?
Yeah.
You were on
How was your weekend?
weekend?
My weekend was very empowering. Yeah, we were at the panel, a mental health awareness panel, mostly for the artists in the music industry, and we had to share a different perspective. I was handling the identity, spirituality, and nutrition, which was very, very empowering, and seeing people actually asking questions, being interested in such conversation was very, very empowering for me. So it was a very productive and really fun weekend because we also got to listen to other speakers talking about, financial stability with artists, and the way Jozomboi said she was really tired of hearing, I'm a starving artist and I'm giving you a way on how to make money in music. So it was really, really, really empowering. Like where there's a will, there's a way. Or where there's a way, there's a will. However you want to put it. Yeah, very, very empowering. Yes.
I guess it's the same for me. Literally, it was like a hip hop. It's like not hip hop, literally a music panel, first edition, and it was just super amazing to like sit around like people in the same space having to conversate, and it was just super interesting. Like you get to learn at the same time. It was so fun, and yeah, I guess it was like really fun because there was conversations, a master class for branding, strategy, and all that. There was a master class for streaming. There was a master class for mental, which Iwaton was handling, and the last one was just production and the future of music. So it was just literally what we do here, but with the larger space of people. Yeah. So it was like, let me say, a very productive Saturday for us, literally. And I'm glad you guys had so much fun. You
Thank you.
presented so well.
Thank you.
To Leona Mapisha, and it was like super amazing. Hope
We
you can
expected
get-
your donations, but you failed us.
Oh my God! You know what happened to the donation? Literally, I told Danny to come pick them. He
We
said he
couldn't
couldn't
do that.
pick.
I
Yeah.
said we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't take the donations?
No, you said you're gonna deliver them, so we couldn't come pick them.
That was not the agreement though, but I hope we can do it next time, literally. Yeah, but of course, just getting to what is happening in the 254. Just talking about, I know, we've been talking about Ian Bugwa. So God, why I keep saying it every day. Kimani Bugwa. Now there's a video, I think tuliongelea hii story last week, and the story was literally about him dying on the same day. And we didn't talk about the reason as to why he was dead because they didn't actually put it out there.
Yeah.
And apparently the father has come to talk about it and said it was suicide. So he unalived himself. And a lot of people, there's controversies. There's another woman saying the places penye awase workwa, like literally the conditions in the rehab or whatever. So yake ilikuwa rehab, sijui kama ilikuwa mental health place kama Madare, haikuwa more of a rehab, it was more of a Madare
Okay.
setting. So there's a woman who's saying the conditions there and the rules over there zinafanya you go more insane instead of like getting better because it is tough, the regulations. Sijui kama mshawoch hizi movie. Sometimes unaweza angalia za places ka hizo, sometimes they're really hard on you. And then when you go to like wapi reduce the withdrawal part when you're withdrawing, because if you're going through like maybe drugs and all that, Adi, you know when you try to draw, wengine wanazikuja kutole once, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Like wanakunyima, it's supposed to be like if you are smoking like a packet of cigarettes every day, you're given like 10, and then you're given like 8, and then after some reduction paka uache, you know, you have to back in a 1 or 2, yeah, till you get better. So napata the conditions in there sometimes are tough for them to actually get better. So there's been controversial conversation, but the father has come out to talk about how he analyzed himself. So I'm gonna play the video. Maybe we can give our perspectives about it, and then we move on to the next.
Dormitory. Yeah.
What happened to Kimani?
Now, I want to say it officially that when I was called to the Mombasa facility, that is where he was, this is how it happened. I was shown the CCTV footage. Kimani is seen in the camera when others are sleeping around between 4:30 a.m. and 5 a.m. He's waking up. As he wakes up, he takes the bed sheet. Then he ties around his neck. Then he steps on top of a decker because they sleep in a dormitory. Yeah. So yeye anatoka kitanda yake ya chini, anafunga shuka kwa shingo yake na anapanda juu ya kitanda cha mwenzake kama naye analala ya chini. Na anajifungilia kwa raft ile whatever. Na akajiachilia. Mara hiyo ya kwanza akaanguka chini. Wengine wamelala hawasikii. So he then repeated the process again. Na anaonekana vizuri sana kwa CCTV. Akajifunga mara ya pili na akajiachilia, and then it happened. So he took his life.
So he was at a facility where he was recovering, just the one like when you come before.
Yeah, that's the same facility. And immediately then, when I saw the CCTV footage, I requested of his books, because I know Kimani as a journalist normally keeps record, he writes a lot.
Yes.
So I have been with him.
He journals.
So whatever was in his mind all through, he would write it. If he's angry, he would write what has made him to be angry.
Yeah, yeah.
So I read the time with the papers, and in one of the paragraphs, he says that I am tired. I have fought this body for long. It has affected my mind. I've been in treatment and I'm not getting well. I have done the best in my life, but I want to rest. So, and he categorically states that my body and mind are not giving me peace. But my soul, when I talk with God, I am peaceful. I have chosen to rest. And I have no grudge with anyone. He thanks how people have supported him. He says, I know many people will cry because of me, but don't cry because I have chosen to rest. So,
And does it mean that, even before that incident, if kama mngeongea kwa simu, was he okay? He never complained of it.
very okay, the facility we done to the Mama Amina's facility, the Mombasa Women Rehab. These are people who are normally well fed. Let me say this. You know our governor's home is a generous person. He is part of this facility. If it is food, the best food. If it is sleeping, very well. So if this happened to, and he has chosen to do it, because he says that I know I have tortured myself. I have been a burden to myself, and I don't want to be a burden any further. So we are not blaming anyone, even when the DCIs came, they took the body. We, as family, we are not complaining of the facility because the footage is there, how he has committed suicide by himself, and we accepted it. And he said, since he has chosen to rest, who are we to say not to rest? And he mentioned that I have chosen to rest in the heart of God. So I want to tell Kenyans that choose God to be your guide, but don't choose to rest in that formula.
Right. So that is what happened.
That's depressing, number one. Just from Baba then to this, like enough of the burials. That's all I'm gonna say. Like enough of the chit chat of the burials. But that's so depressing. I think we talked about it on Friday. Or the day literally Raila. Actually, it was the day Raila was confirmed.
Yeah,
dead.
that's when he died. Yeah.
That was the same day. The same day. And I mentioned of how depression is real and how you can help yourself by talking out. Maybe sometimes talking is not enough, and also isolation is not also enough.
True.
How you can deal with the root cause of the problem, sometimes also you can't help the person as much as you really want to.
Absolutely.
There are people who have been, the depression has gone so deep enough to the point you can't convince them. I feel like personally being a victim of being depressed on my teenagehood, especially when I lost my mom, if I didn't happen to talk to people quicker, it would have been worse. Because with the smallest or the slightest it had gone, I tried to take my own life too. But it can fail. And without recovery, because I was really fucked up from doing that, I was really, really fucked up. But no one knew how fucked up I was. You can imagine taking 50 pills, especially my empty stomach. And it's not really light pills. It's different type of pills in a mix. If it reacts poisonous or whatever it reacts, you don't give a fuck. Like it means you've gotten to the point of umechoka. No one is listening. No matter how many people you tell, no one is listening. But for me, literally, thankfully, I got people who could listen, and help me how to go back to myself, literally myself.
So when it felt like, what was your reaction? Like how did you get out of that space, like from a suicidal thought?
One, it was very bad because I didn't do it because, apart from just the depression, I think the way I was dealing with my dad or him handling issues and wanting to tell him I'm feeling depressed is what made me now take the action. Because the only person mwenye anapata nisikize nikienda kuambia tu vitu nje anasema you're going to talk about my stuff and everything. So it was actually very bad for me to recover. Because the same night I attempted suicide. We had a very bad argument and got the worst beating of my life. Then the next morning, nikaamka niko so weak because of the pills. Nimeamka so niko like, the first thing I said, fuck, what am I doing here? Like, mbona sijadedi? That was the first thing I said. Yeah, and niko like, fuck, why the fuck am I still alive? Like, I expected the pills to work. I was not supposed to be here, you know? But I was so weak. Any weak, and I'm puking. And I'm puking dawa too and bile too. So that was around morning. Then my folks knew every time I had periods, either that could happen. So I think they assumed. So mimi nikarudi kwa room. Ikafika kitu 7, my dad came to my room. Something is never done. But the previous night we had a very serious argument. Nilipigwa tena, nilipigwa ni ile ya kuliwa sasa. So you can imagine I'm weak, number one, and I'm pigwa. Then it's forcing me to dress up to go to school by force. I'm like, man, and I was really actually, my menses started immediately. They triggered my menses. Kambia, hey, I can't go to school, I'm not feeling well. And from all this is pills, what actually is called police in Kwamepoa Hussein, Kamix as a kitambo. But like, so it was really hard for me to recover, long story short. Met a group of friends who I could talk to. They helped me come back to myself by, number one, being peaceful with my reality, because I couldn't change the situation. I was living with a factor of father, and I had to accept that. Baka nimalize shule, because I knew I had like a year. Ndo nimalize shule, niko like, the moment I'm done, you're not gonna tell me shit. And according to the law of Kenya, I'm a citizen. I have an ID, so I can do whatever the F I want. That is by getting away from you, because you're the problem. I'm not the problem. So the moment I understood that, and being also with people, not isolating myself, like kutoka tu, nilikuwa napenda kutoka sana, like you will find me on the weekend with my sijui watu wa mtaani, me I'm going out, I'm going to chill with other grown-up people, not with a group of my age group or anything. So that really helped me, exposed me, and gave me the idea of still going back to my dream and what I want. So it takes time. I think if it has gone deep, that's how effective it is. But if it is not that deep, you can handle it and understand why you're dealing with this. Because mainly it was because of my mom and my dad. I accepted my mom going, which took time. But with that fact accepted, I had to go back and accept my dad is fucked up and this is not me. So it takes time, man. So apologies, man, condolences to their family and to anyone who has a friend, relative who's dealing with depression. I don't know how to tell you how to handle this, but be there for them. You know, the most important thing is you being there. The worst thing is not anyone being there. And you give up like him when everyone was there. It would not be people neglected you. You know, he's died peacefully saying, you know, I'm grateful to people who came out, you know, not looking at the burden side, but appreciative of the people who tried to help him. So I feel like that is such a relief, you know, if you are there for him or for her. If you are not there, it's a different thing. You feel guilty. Itakuuma na itakuua pia wewe. For real.
Personally, what I'd say, I'd like to talk about men and depression. Because we as men rarely open up, you know. And most times when you ask a guy, how you doing? They'll just say, Nikosa, I'm fine, I'm doing good. They'll never elaborate, but get yourself a tribe, get yourself a council, get yourself a group of friends where you can actually express yourself.
What one said your tribe will find you. I had that.
And that's true, okay? Yeah, like it will find you. Don't force it. There's nothing as bad as being on a table where you're disrespected. You know, like pick me, like you're trying to fit into a group where people seem not to value you. Leave that table. yours. You'll find people that accept you and that care about you. I was really personally nime-experience kitu this time while I was sick. Nime-experience kitu sija experience before. Friends checking in on me. You know, like he called me, I was dying. You know, I didn't pick up, but thank you. You get like Joby called, Talks called, Hassan was on my phone, blowing up my phone all the time. Like, yo, kama uko hospitali ni wapi tukuje usikae peke yako. You get like, and I was like, yo, mwingine anakuja ananiletea zile vitu zangu za kawaida na ananipata na deni, anatoka anaachana na hiyo akaenda akaniletea kilo ya nyama, like huku kunywa supu buda. You get and I'm like, yo,
It teaches you a lot. It does.
so this is what friendship feels like, eh? This is what
It
having
does.
friends feels
Shit.
like. You know, and it made me want to get better just to be around my friends.
Unanifeel?
Hey, natumia miguu zote.
Unanifeel? Hey, I was dying. God damn. Shit.
Yeah. So when it comes to mental health, get yourself that tribe, the one that accepts you, and actually open up. Talk to people, because when we bottle it up, the pressure only increases.
It will explode in a bad way.
Very bad way.
Yeah.
And you'll find yourself unakasirikanga bure.
Yeah.
You get like you're always on edge. Mtu anakosea tu kidogo, like you're full of rage and it takes you how many whatever's subside. It's because you're holding in so much that when a little situation presents itself, you're triggered beyond how you're supposed to. You're overreacting, and you're not supposed to be in that state. And as a man, you're supposed to be in as how do I put it? Equilibrium. In a state where you can be logical and not super emotional. Okay, so that you can be objective about the things you want in life, about how you approach everything. And that's why you see a lot of young men nowadays are drinking and more than they should be, and they don't even know why. It's because you're holding demons inside.
I don't. Sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but I had an interview of Megan. Actually, Megan is starting to be specific. She was
So she
talking
can be
and
considered a dude too.
she was opening up about how she was dealing with sadness and how it took her time to realize that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
actually, it hit me very hard because I remember some time for me, Pia, I was dealing with sadness, and it took me time to realize it. Like, you know, that was around 2023. I was really depressed because of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Crazy, but it takes you time. I wonder how many people actually know they're sad. That's the point. You know, how do you know you're sad? Do you know when you're really depressed? Do you know when you're actually approaching depression? Because for me in 2023, I felt I was going back to the cycle of being in that teenage moment, like sick or happy. You know, I used to be, you know, I'm agitated about shit. The people around me used to agitate the shit out of me. You know, I don't know how to control the situation. I'm like, then I came and asked myself, is this really worth it? You know,
Is
because
this me?
the moment I understood my worth in whatever I was doing, and I was like, is the rest of the shit really worth it? Do I need to keep on serving the same energy every single time? Am I the one losing, or is it them losing, or is it them benefiting? Am I benefiting? Because it makes me angry. You know, they end up smiling. You know, or you end up being mad.
When
but
they're smiling,
when
it
they-
pisses you off.
you know, because you're like, why are you smiling and you're agitating? You've done some crazy stuff, you know. So I wonder how many people actually know when they're sad. That's the first question before you get to depression. Because when people are getting to depression, number one, like you said, is apart from not opening up, kamuliza uko sawa, niko sawa.
Uko tu
Uko
sawa.
sawa, but you look at someone, they're not okay, you know, and you can tell when someone is not okay, because also it can't hide itself.
Yeah, that's
Yezi
true.
jificha, no matter how many times you'll try to hide it. Tafika mali, there's someone who's gonna ask you the last time, are you okay? You'll break down.
Yeah.
You'll really break the shit down because you can't take it anymore and you want to open up. So
And you know,
learn
sadness,
to know when you're
sadness creeps in.
not in a peaceful moment.
Sadness creeps in. You never really, it doesn't knock really. It just creeps in pole. And if you let it,
It will
inajenga mansion,
Bana,
inaanza
naitaka
kufurnish hapo hivyo, nice marble floors, and it will live there rent free, eating you day in, day out, till you are normal. And when I say you are normal, I don't mean like you're dead, till you can't even recognize yourself in the mirror.
you'll be lost.
Okay, like you look at that person and you're like, who's this? Who's this really?
And that's the saddest thing too. It's like what we're just looking at that guy who injured.
Yeah.
Just in a very old guy.
Now that is
Maji,
depression.
like Mzairi.
Yeah,
That's not even
white
my
beards,
dad. That's like my
grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, white beards, whatever.
Maji. And ini maji ya mtu akiwa sobo muulize uko poa. Bet sure yuko poa. Because most people also wanna hide in drugs. You know.
I feel like it comes a lot with drugs. At first you don't know, you feel like it's cool.
Yeah.
Like unaanza tu kukunya and then you find it's cool. And then sometimes you don't even realize. I feel like at a certain point people don't realize they're depressed. Wanakanga kwa hiyo situation for a very long time without realizing they're depressed, and then maybe it hits them. Some hits them early. Like if they were maybe aware of themselves.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, it hits them early. Ako like manze, me niko depressed, but also the people around you always feel it. It's crazy. Because even your behavior start becoming weird.
Yeah.
Like if you are this
Kuna venye
person,
unakuanga.
naanza tu kuona like you
Ata-
start acting weirdly, unajua, and
Isolation
you
is always number one.
and then you don't even know you're in that space because unaona tu uko sawa, unajua unakunywa like kani kukunywa na you I might even find you doing like drugs that you never used to do, and then you find it
now
like
that's
yeah
worse.
uko like, you know, I'm okay, but you realize, and I feel like it hits you. Sometimes you don't get to understand. Sometimes you might just feel like, I feel like it starts from sadness. Sometimes you just feel like things are not okay, and then it turns out to be like, yo, I'm depressed and I need help.
Yeah.
At that point, you might need help. You might realize, for people who actually, when you're napatanga kwanza, they realize they need help. Some people are forced into needing help. Now they have to take you back to places and hospitals and stuff like that, because it's really super crazy. I've lived with a depressed person and it was so hard. I used to see like behaviors zenye sikuwa nimezoea, and this is somebody that I grew up knowing anakuanga hivi, and then I started seeing like behaviors, nashuka chini naambiwa kila siku amechukua pombe kwa bar and ilikuwa madeni, so mimi niko like hatujai chukua pombe
that's
za
even
bar,
bad.
unajua hadi atuendi
ikifika
bar,
hapo.
like niko like
Wow.
atuendi bar, like mbona naitwa
Hiyo ni
bar,
boring.
ashuki stairs,
Anza
ako
kukopa
hapo.
pombe.
Anakopa like ya ukweli, naambiwa
Kopa nyama.
natembea naambiwa sasa sistaka ko
Kukopa
mwambie
pombe.
alete pesa, niko like pesa gani na alishuka saa ngapi, so alichukua like pombe every day, hata ipiti like
Wow, that's
na
so bad.
mimi sizioni, kumbe anamka usiku,
Oh, no.
anakanga kwa balcony na
Anakata na
analewa
atupa.
and then she started like smoking cigarettes like back to back, and this is somebody who never used to, so I'm just like aongei, like she wakes up, she doesn't talk even for a whole week.
By the way, and something else.
Yeah, she doesn't talk to you for a whole week, and then she wakes up like even on Thursday and she talks to you like from nowhere. Uko like, si jana ujakuwa ukiniongelesha for 2 weeks and stuff like that. And for her, she doesn't even want you to push it. And then one time
I feel like
she just says when we were high, she just tells me, you know, I'm depressed. And I was like, now I understand where. Because your behaviors, yeah, and she left even a job and she didn't even care. Alikuwa like, I'm not going back to that job anymore and stuff like that. When you jaribu to make sense to her, she doesn't see it. Friends leave you at that point because they see also your nuisance. Unajua like, wewe unaleta tu ngori and everything. Only a few people who understand where you're coming from will get to understand there's something off with you. This is not like you. So when you realize that you can get yourself out of it, sometimes you can. Sometimes it gets so hard you couldn't.
And another set of people we should check on in regards to depression, retired parents. Okay? Check in on your parents. Most of them are not doing okay. They are so used to routine that once that routine breaks, they break. Okay? They break. And they don't even know they're breaking. And I'm not saying men don't go through it, but it hits women more because it coincides with menopause most of the time. Okay? So that person is going through hormonal changes, lifestyle changes, monetary changes, because you were used for years, kila 30 days uko na mshahara. Now ni pension haijaingia bado probably, and nini, and especially wale wazazi wenye hawakujipanga bado wako kwa rental. You get, like, it hits them. Check on your parents, call them up, ask them, how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you breathing? Go visit them, wapelekee unga hata. Umwambie,
Mimi naye sikuji.
kula ugali,
Mimi sikuji.
nona kidogo,
Wewe naona peke yako.
panda sukuma hapo nje,
Sikuji.
eka tukuku hapa, kuwa na responsibilities. Some of the things that you're given as tools of getting out of depression is small activities that make you feel useful once more. You get, like, hata kuoga. Okay, just shower daily. Go do something, volunteer here, do this, do that. Just break the routine. Go talk to someone. As you're going through therapy, get activities that break the monotony of what you're going through. You get, and I don't know if you're in this day and age and you've never really been depressed or gone through depression. Personally, I have. I almost got to where Joby was there. I almost took my life, but fortunately, I was rescued by a psychiatrist. That was a friend of mine. She was like, yo, come talk to me. You know, I think I was 23 at the time. Yeah, it was a dark period. And these are things people go through. And I feel like it's part and parcel of growing up, adulthood, understanding how to handle setbacks and moments of lapsity, like where you feel like you're less than. Because depression is basically feeling like you're not what you need to be where you're at. There are things that are in you that are just going wrong. Because if you look at even Mbugua, right? This man was a celebrated journalist, okay? And suddenly disappears from our TV screens. We don't know what's happening. The next time he appears, he's almost going crazy. And if somebody at that particular company had seen those signs early and intervened, he'd probably not have gotten as bad as it did. And that is why we have to create very nurturing work environments that support the employees that it employs to maintain their mental health. It should never be taken for granted.
I've seen other companies like organize workshops and stuff like that just to keep their employees on check, because sometimes you don't know.
Others actually hire psychiatrists as part of their staff. Like, you can go to their office and actually have a conversation. Safaricom is one. Like, they have several. Like, you can just go when you feel overwhelmed. Especially, and this is something, in my opinion, that should be prevalent in the police service, for doctors especially, for nurses, for these high-pressure jobs, even for journalists, okay? Because sometimes field journalists see some gruesome things, okay? Sometimes the reporting news that is negative every day takes a toll on you. Discussing news that is negative every day takes a toll on you, and people never see it. but you feel it because you carry that in you every day. I stopped doing political pieces for a reason. I couldn't anymore.
I feel you need to know too because he was a journalist, right? And it goes back to Ule Mwingine,
The chick.
the lady, and many we don't probably know. Like you said, there's a lot of negativity. So it also took me, I think, still in 2023, everything all together because it was what I'm reporting, everything I'm handling. A lot was really going on, and it was all so much for me. And I think I remember I even expressed it, like on one of the shows. I'm like, man, we talk a lot about negativities. That's what actually we had to change the shows to the culture show because I was like, man, we do so much negative things. Like I need to have a break, you know, in the middle of the week to just get things going. Or, I want just to do one relaxing show, you know, remind myself of everything again that you know doesn't revolve around that. But damn, it takes time also, or maybe it takes, I don't know, knowledge, wisdom for you to understand as a journalist
how to cope.
and how to cope with those negative reports you handle. It's not about you. It's what is happening.
The more you see it, the more you take it.
It's not about you. It's what is happening.
Now
It's not for you.
imagine the reporters that cover accidents, the reporters
Imagine a Yoko war.
that cover wars, you know, and just imagine what these people go through. It's almost like after that you have PTSD because you're sitting at home and you're not really there.
Like hata soldiers kuna wengine niliona nini ale aizi lala kwa tafuta kusafu kwa military, aizi lala kwa nyumba. So he sleeps outside and he used to sleep outside for years. Wekeka anashangaa kwa watu. Ikifika saa 5 anaenda naeka mattress kwa balcony. He couldn't sleep because he had like nightmares and all that. Every time he would just like bomb blast and whatever they went through in the army. It was super crazy. But as we almost come to the end, Iwatan, this is something that you are super passionate about. What are your thoughts about it and your conclusion?
I think that said everything. I'll just say what Shirley said. Just speak onto your mind. And thank you guys for joining us. Have a beautiful weekend.
Health is wealth, mental or otherwise. Take care of yourself.
Mine is a quick reminder again. You don't have the ability to control everything as much as you wish to. Okay, take one step at a time. Be easy on yourself. This is all an experience. You don't know everything. Okay, enjoy life. Anything you can't handle, and before it triggers you, agitates you, before it takes you in any negative space, ask yourself, is it worth it? That's the first question. Is it really worth my energy? If no, let it be. Please let it be. And from there, you'll have such an easy life. Like, please, I should be your teacher. I should be your tutor of how to have an easy life from now. Because, see me, it's not stressed about that. It's like stress.
Harry Maguire!
We do this every Monday and Friday. See you same time, same place. Be kind to yourself, guys.
Who's that girl? What's poppin'? That girl, there's no stopping.
1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.